Hello, everybody. We're glad that you are here. All 8 of you so far. So go on the streams, other streams out there. Tell your friends that we are on the Watch Hangout. And thank you guys very much for joining us. And really, I just have one question for everyone.
How are you?
How are you?
Is that the only one?
That's it for right now.
Is the ride over?
How are you?
Is the free ride over?
That's it. You mean
The free ride is over, fatso?
Yeah, that one.
Yeah. That one.
Every time he says that, I know he's talking to me because, you know.
God.
Hey, we're glad that everybody's here, and we are glad that you guys can join us this evening. You, Ducky, hello. Ducky was first in today, so welcome. Welcome, AB. Welcome, Doc Mick in Florida. Welcome, Caliber YQG. Those are the folks in our chat so far. Feel free to add your comment in the chat. We're talking a little bit later about the worst watches of 2024. As Blake joins us, how are you feeling this week, man?
I'm recovering.
Good.
Feeling shitty yesterday, but I'm alive.
You're better though than you were last week, I'm guessing.
Yeah, for sure.
Good.
Awesome. Good. And let's see what else we got. I guess we should do what's on the wrist. Of course, Blake leaves just as we're doing what's on the wrist. Oh, there he is.
I gotta fix my light setup, but Apple Watch
and nothing.
Oh, come on.
Okay, you can go put yourself off camera again. That's fine. Jen G, what's on the wrist tonight?
I've got my Fomega Speedmaster.
That's right.
On purple band. So,
very cool for Speedy Tuesday.
Yeah.
Mr. Mitch, what's on the wrist tonight?
Oh, still wearing the old fancy Baum and Mercier Riviera.
Yeah, nice. You know, some people don't like the Riviera. I actually like it. I think it's a cool watch.
Yeah, I mean it doesn't get any love from most people, but you know, it does have a history and comes with a nice movement, and it doesn't cost 6 arms and a leg. So,
yep.
What the heck?
Yeah, the Baumatic movement's good. Let's see. What do I have on my wrist? Well, I have the beautiful blue Longines Hydro Conquest GMT.
Cool.
So next week we'll be talking about the best watches of 2024, and that watch right there is one of the best watches of 2023. So we'll see what we can come up with next week for the best. But this week we're talking about the worst watches of 2024. Those of you in the chat, we certainly want you to participate. Tell us what you think is the worst watch of 2024. We'll try to pull it up and show it to everybody and see who agrees, who disagrees, that kind of stuff. Skylar Santana's in this evening. Welcome, welcome. Glad that you're here. I agree, AB. I like it too. It's gorgeous. So who wants to start? I know I've got a few. Jen's got a few. Mitch and Blake. Who would like to start with what they think is the worst watch of the year as we get a comment from Uncle Mikey coming in the room. Bell and Ross.
Them fighting words.
That's a brand, not a watch. Give me a watch.
I mean, he's not wrong, but still.
I had a couple ideas from when you said the topic, and I will definitely share my screen.
Yeah, go ahead.
I think some of you guys know what's coming. Do I need to share my screen if I say the Cubitus?
I can pull that up. No problem. I've already got it because I figured somebody was going to bring it up.
I also have another one. And it was the H. Moser and
Studio Underdog.
That collaboration.
Yeah, that was on my list too. And I like Studio Underdog and I like H. Moser too. That was just a tough one.
Yeah, I just thought, I was like, which releases just sucked,
Yeah.
And those were the two.
Yeah.
Those were the two.
So do you have the Studio Underdog on your screen, or you said you
I do.
can't?
Yeah, I do.
scroll?
I do. Yeah,
Yeah,
got
go
it.
ahead.
I was lagging here a little bit. I got a new computer and I haven't fully switched over yet.
That's all right. We've got the Cubitus on here. Everybody wants to see that anyway, right? Here's the Studio Underdog that we're talking about. And I'm with you. I like the Studio Underdog too, as a brand.
Yeah.
I just don't know. The only way you could get the Studio Underdog version was to buy the massively expensive Moser.
Yeah.
And I just kind of didn't get the point. I know what they said the point was, where, you can wear one to, if you want to go out in public and you're afraid to wear an super expensive watch wherever you're going, you can wear the Studio Underdog and so on. So I don't get it. I don't understand the whole concept of this.
I think the problem is, from my perspective, is they tried to take two brands with completely different language styles,
right,
and force merge them.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And I think they could have flip-flopped the colorway too, like make the majority of it purple, make the subdials that that yellow tan color. I think that would have worked really well, and it would have just been a better balance. I think that's the problem, is that yellow is just, it's not super appealing in a large amount. Like, it just doesn't do anything for me. But the purple is nice, and it's definitely on brand for Moser. Like, they make solid color dials. Like, that's their thing. And purple is one of those colors that they do a lot of. So it would have made perfect sense to do it that way,
It's a miss to me, because it seems like the two brands are like on opposite ends of the spectrum.
Yeah.
And maybe that could be the point. And I'm not a marketing genius or anything, but I don't see any Studio Underdog customers being Moser customers, and I certainly don't see any Moser customers being maybe Studio Underdog customers. I could be wrong, but the fact is that you don't have to choose here. And the watch it's just ugly as shit. Like, let me be real. So there are some Studio Underdog watches I do like, right? But but to me, this just doesn't make sense. And then look, I mean, they didn't even brand it. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's like you're trying to sell something here that's not Studio Underdog branded. Like,
and that's their new mono pusher that they have, and it's a great model. Like, it's awesome. But this colorway does not do it any justice at all.
Yeah, I agree, Patrick. The little green leaf in the middle for the second hand is probably the best part of that little watch.
Yeah.
Yeah, I kind of like that part too. Frank, what watch did Luigi have on? I don't know. Not sure, Frank. But welcome, and we're glad that you're here. Uncle Mikey, yes, sir. Frollo was pretty bad. Brick was not this year. Brick was last year. Brick died this year, but was born in early 23, I believe, February 23, I think. But yeah, the tombstone was carved out this year for Brick. So go ahead.
Oh, I was looking at I have a couple more I'll pull up here. And you guys can just kind of keep ping-ponging stuff.
Well, I'll pull one up real quick while you're doing that. And this is the Terra Nova 38 from Bremont. I don't get this watch. I also don't get the rebrand, really. But separate and apart from the rebrand, the larger Terra Novas, this is a Terra Nova 38 millimeter. The larger Terra Novas, which, by the way, is their field adventure watch, they have something that this 38 doesn't have, that you would think that all field and adventure watches should have.
Screw down crown?
Nope. It doesn't have a second hand.
Oopsie.
I didn't even notice that until you said it.
Yeah.
The 38, the 41 does. The larger ones do, but this one, the 38, does not. Why would you make an adventure watch, a sporting watch that has no second hand? Why? I don't get it.
Everything about it.
I don't get it. And also, I think they took the faux patina to an extreme. I really don't like that either about the watch. But this whole watch is a mess. And
isn't that the one that hacks and hacks, but doesn't
it does. It hacks and hand winds, but who could tell? You could tell if you're hand winding it, but hacking, who could tell? There's no second hand. I don't understand that.
It goes back a bit to what I said during one of the last streams, which I think went over like a lead balloon, but I've never let that stop me before. That there's a difference between saying that something is a sport watch and saying that something is a sport style watch.
Right.
So you could say that this is a fieldish type of watch.
Yep.
But it's
fieldish.
Really not meant to wear in the field.
Yeah. But I mean, when you call it the Terra Nova, which, Terra is Earth. I don't know. I don't understand. I don't understand the rebrand, and I don't understand this watch. They do have some watches that I think are nice. Terra Nova is not one of them. I think the new Diver is okay. This one I don't get.
Hey guys.
Hey, how are you doing, Marcelo?
How are you?
Hey, Marcelo.
I came to disturb and maybe get booted for $10. So
there you go. Well, we might be halfway there. We got Ollie with 5. No, that doesn't count towards booting. Ali Reza, $5. Have a good show. Cubitus, Bremont, and Zenith. We'll be talking about the Zenith in just a minute. Take the top 3 the bed spots. AP and Omega get honorable mentions. Atelier win. Where's the newcomer?
But by the way, I don't want to be so negative, but this is a $3,350 for this watch. I'm sorry to say, but I guess if money is a bit of small, we're considering. It would be very stupid to spend it on this one, I guess. Hey, I don't try to, right? What do you guys think?
No, I totally agree with you. I would never buy this watch. I don't have anything against anybody who wants to buy this watch, who likes the look of it. I just think it doesn't make sense to me.
Even before the rebrand, I always got the feeling that Bremont, and people are certainly free to disagree with me, was just a giant attempt at a cash grab.
Yeah.
The faux British history, the price thing.
Look, I tell you what is the problem I have with that. This is almost a price of a Tudor, actually.
It's more than some Tudors.
Yeah, and my problem is that, if somebody see me, let's say people in watch community, no watch community, they say, oh, this is a beautiful watch. What watch is this? I can say, oh, this is a Tudor, or this is a Rolex, this is a Omega, this is a G-Shock, famous Casio G-Shock. They ask me, what is this one? And I tell them, and let's say they ask how much I pay for it. It doesn't look good.
They're gonna laugh.
There you go. Lord of Fleck is here to save us all. Just buy a Hamilton and save $2.5 grand for the same feel.
Yeah,
absolutely.
And Hamilton
even Hamilton makes sense. Hamilton gets a better respect here.
Hamilton has a real history.
Yeah. Longines even. You could do
Longines has a history.
Yeah. I think if I got this watch, I would probably open it up and get a second hand and put the second hand from the larger size in there, because it'll probably fit. Same dial size, just bigger body. So I would do that first, because that would annoy me.
I agree with you 100% if you spend for that watch $300.
Oh, I know, right?
Yeah, I mean
But
now
not the brand.
this watch is about the same price. This Bremont is
Okay.
about the same price. I think it's 3,800, something around there. It's not bad.
Right.
That's not bad looking.
It makes
And
more sense. Yeah.
And it makes sense. It's a GMT. It has a second hand. The dial is nice. The case is okay. It's not quite as, I like shiny watches because, I'm all,
Right.
about shiny. But, the case is fine.
Yeah.
The price is, I mean, if I'm going to get a GMT, I would rather have this one for $1,000 less.
Yeah.
But, it's fine. So I'm not saying that I hate all Bremonts. I think some of them are nice, but just not the Terra Nova.
The price is not right. This is the problem. The price is not right.
No, I agree with you.
When you're talking about these prices, like you mentioned before, not even Tudor. I go with Hamilton. I go with Longines. These brands have a nice history. You get a lot of respect. It look good, and it's cheaper.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I think Mikey Casio hit it on the head. They're about $2,000 too much.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that is perfect way to put it. Yes.
What movement is in these? Do you know?
I don't know if they do.
Probably Salida.
That's what I was.
Salida.
I think
it's
it
a
is.
Salida.
They're just using a Salida. It's
Yeah.
really hard to justify that price.
Yeah.
With the Salida, I'm sorry. When you can find the same watch with the same movement for half the price.
Less than half the price.
I mean,
It
Christopher
says
Ward has a diver with the Salida in it. You can do that, and it's half the price.
Yeah.
You see a lot.
Modified caliber 11.5, whatever the heck that is.
You see a lot of.
I have a question. Take, for example, a Hamilton, exactly the same, a diver GMT like this one, and it costs cheaper. I want to know what is different regarding material that make it cheaper, if there is a reason to be cheaper.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, so this watch is the Longines Hydro Conquest GMT. It has basically an ETA. They call it a Longines movement, but it's an ETA movement because it's a Swatch Group watch, and it's the MSRP on it is $2,900. The street price is anywhere between 22 and 27.
Okay.
So it's $1,000 cheaper than this Bremont, and I would argue it's a much better watch.
That and Lord of Fleck brought up the Spirit Zulu timer. That's a fantastic. That's a fantastic watch.
Yeah, and its street price is between 32 and 35.
Yeah.
So it's a little bit cheaper than the Bremont, not that much, but I think it's still a superior product.
The Swatch Group brands benefit from particularly the brands beneath Omega in the hierarchy.
Right.
They almost all use the same Powermatic 80 movement.
Yes.
It's all, and the economies of scale must be immense.
Yeah.
Yep.
You do remind me, it was back in the day, I think like 10 or 15 years ago, when everybody was complaining on Breitling that they used to charge like $5-6 grand for a watch that the same movement appeared in another watch that was like less than 1,000.
Yeah. So let's see who we have next. We got Blake with his. Oh my God, that thing.
Yes, I knew it was going to make an appearance.
Yeah, I mean, Ollie hinted at it. AP is a top contender, and this is it. I've actually got a couple more in my pocket here, but yeah, I mean, this watch is just, what the hell are you doing?
I mean, it's not for us. Like, to hear the North American president
on his wrist. It's not for anybody.
She explains it really, really well. She sat down with Malika Crawford last week, and it may have been from earlier, but they posted it this last week. And it was really interesting to hear the insight behind why AP is doing the things they're doing, because people are questioning it. They're wondering why. and she explains it really well as to why they're doing what they're doing. They know the market that they already have control of. They know that, but they have to bring new people in, because those people are gonna, for lack of a better phrase, they're gonna pass away eventually, and you have to replace that customer with another customer. Well, those next customers are people that are into Cause, Travis Scott, all of those things, as avant-garde and kitschy as they may come off to us, that's their wheelhouse, and it makes sense to pull them in,
But
I'm just wondering though, do those folks have the
right
40
right.
50 60 $80,000
This is a
to get
200
into
this
that?
is like a $200,000 or $400,000 watch.
Yeah, this
Yeah.
is a
Yeah.
$400. But you make a point. But how you bring new clients, or how you bring new people into your brand when people come to your brand and you basically kick them out because they don't have history?
Additionally, when you put this up next to other watches that you can get around $200,000, arguably a platinum Daytona, or even a Richard Mille, which is arguably more flex than this.
Yeah. I mean, this is a tourbillon. The backside of this thing is insane. But yeah, I mean, it's the way that they went about this. I think they've just been, at some point, you just have to go, I don't really care. I don't care what people think. We're trying to reach a different demographic. These people are going to complain because it's not for them. It's not.
Let me.
$2 super chat real quick from Nate, our friend Nate, who is usually on with us on Tuesday, but hasn't been on. And now you folks know why. The face on that watch looks like how I feel with COVID. Nate, we certainly hope you get better soon.
Get better, buddy. To debunk what you just said, Jen, saying, oh, the next generation of customer is going to want this, but then they release this as well. Sorry. So I've got a couple tabs here,
yeah.
but
no, I mean, that's an update. That's, again, they're still going to cater to the people that they already have, but they're trying to expand with these collaborations. And so it's this balance that they have to play that's really hard,
I will say though, and y'all are going to kill me for saying this, but I kind of like that watch.
It's all you, man. It's all you.
I kind of like the brutalist thing, man. I kind of like it.
It's okay.
I like it better than
older version. I like the older version that's a little bit smaller.
Right.
I don't see any like when are you gonna wear this? Like, are you gonna wear this in a dressy situation? You gonna
I would wear it. Oh yeah, I would wear it with a suit. Absolutely.
I mean, I could barely even tell the time on it, to be honest.
Well, it's not the point.
That's what your iPhone is for.
Yeah, that's right. There you go. I kind of like this watch. Marcelo, what do you think of this watch?
Boomer.
Yeah, I am a boomer. Thank you.
No, I'm calling Blake a boomer.
You know what? It's funny you ask. When I actually saw it, I actually did like it. You know what?
I kind of like it too. Oh God! Now I'm in agreement with Marcelo on something. Jesus,
you guys can have it.
You know what? I'm going
We're
to
all
even
in
take
trouble.
it further. I did like this way better than the code, the 1158. I mean, what is the guy?
No, 1159. Yeah.
Yeah. Way better.
It just depends. They're honing in on the 1159. They're getting there.
Let's jump to another one, which I think sucks.
Oh yeah.
What?
Welcome, Cap, to the stage. How are you doing tonight, Cap?
To the stage. Hey,
Cap to the stage.
What?
Cap.
Are you serious? They're reviving the plastic tag Heuers like they
already
They
did it. Yeah, they
Let's
did this.
Diamond. Let's get Diamond to the stage.
Diamond.
Diamond. Listen, I just popped on real quick. Oh, now we have the Kith. Hey, Marcelo, how are you? Can you be quiet so I can get a statement out? Thank you. So back to AP for 1 minute. I just want to give my 2 cents. So the remaster, I think, Robert, you would agree, basically, that is a nod to their history with the watch that they produced, albeit for me, the window, the hinge, whatever you want to call that, the extension, that's what I call that, is a little bit too long for me. Like they went a little bit too far with it, but I can understand what they're doing historically. Caused a little more troubling, but I wanted to get my calculator out because I did this once before with the price they're charging for the cause and the number of the and that's in their concept, the Royal Oak concept line. And when you do the math, and I think we're forgetting, there's one thing that people are not talking about with that cause. I think the number is $44 million. So I think that factors into when they're doing these collaborations that, they want to reach the cause collector audience. But one of the reasons is
Measuring
$44 million. I mean, they're making a ton, a boatload. You can call it like a cash grab. And the question, what they're doing to the brand and like loyalty or loyalists of the brand, and are they making it more Hublot or not, is debatable. We'll see. Time will tell if collectors leave AP because they're not liking that direction they're going in, but they are making a lot of money. Anyway, that's what I wanted to say. I'm done.
I respect that, of course. I mean, I respect the historical accuracy and them trying to actually revive something, but some of the stuff I just feel like this should just stay in the past. This is one of those. Oh,
I don't like that. Let's be clear. Aesthetically, I'm not on the side of Robert. I'm on your side. I think hot garbage comes to mind, but no, I mean, it's not. I mean, it's just eclectic. It's like I think a cult group, a kind of a unique takes a unique taste. But that gold that they use is, what's the name for that gold? It's a
Sedna gold. No, that's Omega.
No, it's not Sedna.
No, that's Omega. I made a boo-boo.
The question that AP and these brands should be asking themselves before they release a watch is, okay, this is $50,000. What else at a $50,000 price point would somebody be more likely to buy? It's like they don't ask themselves that simple question.
Well, I think what they do, Blake, is they say, well, we have a lot of AP collectors that have a bunch of Royal Oaks. They have some codes. They have some offshores. Maybe they have a concept if they, really are wealthy. And they say, let's do this remaster. And those guys, they make a limited number. I don't know what the number was on these. And then those 250. 250, right? So again, do the math, right? They know they can sell 250 at 47,000, or maybe they don't know, but they think they can, and they do it, right? And then it just adds to their top and bottom line.
But I mean, I just don't. I don't know. I mean, I understand economics, trying to do a little cash grab, but in the future, if we look back to where we are right now, sitting here having this conversation 20, 30, 40 years from now, what do you think is going to be more collectible? This reissue or the original one?
How much the original one go for?
I have no idea.
I don't know. Maybe I don't know.
Out of sheer curiosity, what does this august group think of the Omega Ploprof?
It's okay. It's never been my thing.
Yeah, not for me.
It's an acquired taste.
To me, it has some aspects of a similar design language.
I could see where you would come up
just
with
because
that.
of the thing hanging off the side.
Yeah.
And by design language, you mean ugly?
Well, that's Cap. You put it so eloquently.
I was going to say fugly, but I was not.
By the way, the Tag Heuer that we saw, the plastic one, this is a new reissue, or this is
it's a new reissue that they did in 2020 May. I'm surprised you didn't hear about it.
How much you want for it?
They're like $1,200. They were, I think, like $1,500. Yeah. And they re-released them with like a hype culture brand, Kith.
Yeah. So I've got two problems with this watch. Number one, the price, which is ridiculous. Number two is the fact that it doesn't say Tag Heuer on the dial; it says Kith Heuer.
Yeah.
Don't change the name of your brand on one of your watches because it's a collab. Put the Kith somewhere else on the dial. You are Tag Heuer, you're not Kith Heuer. Those are my two problems with that watch. Other than that, I mean, the original Formula Ones, original Formula One plastic watches, I think they're awesome.
Yeah, totally.
I think they're
You
really
can get them
cool.
for a song and a dance too.
You can. You get them
You
for
can get the ones that you
$300-$500
want.
bucks.
But what the
Yeah.
hell? What the hell's this just us shit too?
So
Yeah,
can
you
we
know,
please?
you know what? Look, when the Omega with the Swatch did the collaboration, we all laugh about it, and actually we said it's too expensive when it was about $300. This one is $1,200.
Mhm.
Yep.
And I'll tell you this: I was offered the green one at
Mm.
Tag. I passed on it because they sold out of the other ones. But if they had the one in the, I think it's the most expensive. If we go to the box, the one that had the cream,
Yeah, the cream dial with the
yeah,
black and red.
yeah, with the black and red, and I think that may have been a Kith and Tag Heuer, available at both locations. If I
Yeah.
recall correctly, but
Mhm.
those are all sold out. The only one they had left when I got there was the green, and I said no.
Yeah, because it was really interesting how they did that. Each colorway had a different amount that was going to be made. They didn't make them equally across the board. So
True.
that black one or that cream dial one was made in the least number out of all of them. And they made like this blue one, I think, is the exclusive for maybe New York. But they made exclusive ones for a few different places that you had to go to the store there to get them. You couldn't order them online.
Yeah.
And yeah, it just doesn't make any sense when you can get a better version of the watch that's metal, not plastic, and you can get it for $200,
Yeah, from a branding perspective, I think for their mechanical watches, which is not the Kith, for their mechanical watches, they should take the word tag off of the watches.
Yeah, I've
Just make
thought
them
about
Heuer.
that too.
This is Cox.
Oh, I know. That's why I said for their mechanical watches, not this.
That was a question, I think, Mitch, that Marcelo was asking.
I know, but I'm free associating.
Oh, I got it.
I think this is quartz.
Yeah,
It is.
those are
it's a
quartz.
quartz.
They're
And-
very
Quartz.
small. It's very
It's a
tiny.
Ronda. Yeah, I
Yeah.
think it's a Ronda
Yeah.
movement.
It's
So-
tiny. It's tiny.
So the originals were 35 millimeter in quartz, and these are identical to the originals, 35 millimeters in quartz. What Billie Jean's brought up, they should have made these in 36 and 38 and offer a mechanical option. I agree with you, but if you're sticking to a pure reissue of the original, except for putting Kith instead of tag on it, then the original they were all 35 millimeters and they were all quartz.
Yeah,
And-
but the original didn't cost $1,200.
No, and the current the modern Formula Ones, the larger metal, the real Formula Ones now are all quartz as well. Those are the entry level into the brand, and those sell. The real metal full size Formula Ones sell for $1,500 to $1,700.
Mhm.
Same as these, which goes to show you how overpriced these really were.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
I haven't checked recently on the like eBay, because they're always listing these on eBay as to how the prices are holding up, because as opposed to the Moon Swatch, when they made version after version, there's no limitation on those. They're still selling those to
Yep.
this day, right? So those prices, a $200 or $250 Moon Swatch, even the Snoopy versions are almost worthless. I mean, I'm sure you can get something maybe for a pre-owned one, but at least with these, they didn't come out with version, at least not yet, version 2, 3, 4,
Yeah.
5, Kith branded Kith Heuers. Thank God, because Robert, I think, may
My head would explode.
yeah, we don't want that.
By the way, talking
don't want
about that, what do you think today about the plastic blow pans?
I'm fine with them. I think for a disposable movement, they're about $100 to $150 too much. But I'm fine with. I mean, Cap likes his, right?
I have two.
Yeah, that's right. You got the Ocean Storms too, didn't you?
I got the Ocean of Storms, which I like, and then I like I have the blue one. I don't know which one. The Atlantic. Is that the Atlantic one?
I think that's right. Atlantic. I can't remember.
Good.
Yeah.
You know what? On that notice, I'm going to say I actually have the yellow one. I'm going to say that I prefer the plastic blow pant vest. This one.
Yeah. Yeah. No. Most definitely.
Totally.
Yeah.
I don't mind the Blancpain stuff, like the collabs. I just don't feel overly compelled to buy one. Like once the Moon Swatch lost its novelty, which was pretty quick, then they were trying to milk it with like the all black one and then the all white ones and then the like,
moonshine gold
one. Yeah, the ones with the gold, and I just was like, all right, guys, like. And then the Blancpains came out, like it was almost like, it just was a miss, to me. I just never felt overly compelled to buy one, you know. And with that being said, I personally would. I'm a huge fan of the 50 Fathoms. I love the 50 Fathoms, and I would buy one on the secondhand market at some point if the price was right, but. It just doesn't feel like it's a very compelling release to spend money on, I mean, so yeah.
I had to jump on. I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's all right. Welcome, Balling on a Budget. How are you, man?
What's going on? I need to change my name back to my channel name. So
yeah, so people can find you.
I just don't understand how I'm it's dark because I'm driving and there's not a lot of street lights out here where I'm at. But it doesn't make any sense to me. $1,100 for a quartz Ronda. Now, I have no problem with a quartz Ronda. Now, one of the watches that are on my radar when I get a bonus at work, it's a cost right now on their sale for. I'm an Aragon fan. That watch is. 120. It's a Ronda Quartz chronograph, 13 jewel, retrograde date. I mean, it doesn't make any sense.
Yep. No, I know exactly what you're talking about.
I understand. Brand name is aside. Look at it. Just I don't know. I'm sorry. That just frustrated me. I couldn't type while I was driving.
No, I understand, man. I totally understand. There are so many other good choices, including good choices from Tag Heuer that you can make instead of this watch.
I mean, I think one watch that's more interesting than the Swatch Omega collabs, just the Swatch System 51s.
Yeah, just the regular System 51s, which are about half the price of the Blancpain.
Yeah, and they come in metal also. They also come in metal.
Yeah,
but it's just an interesting concept. You're getting something of horological interest for hardly any money.
Yep. And Art, I'm assuming you're talking about Balling on a Budget that you can't hear. I'm assuming that was right because he is having a little mic difficulties as he drives. Hopefully you can hear the rest.
Oh, you can hear me?
Yeah, it's a little choppy.
I'm sorry.
That's fine. It's a little choppy, but that's all right. But as long as you can hear the rest of us, we're all good, man.
You know what? My headphones dying. I'm gonna hop on when I get in the house.
Yeah, that's fine, man. Come,
right.
Whenever you're done driving, get to where you are. Just hop back on, man. We love having you on. Just do that. That'd be fantastic.
I have about 5 more. I can quickly rapid fire them.
You don't have to rapid fire. We'll talk about each one of them. Let's see what's next on the list, man.
So I'm a Bell & Ross guy, but sorry guys. The fuck is
the one?
this?
Is that the one we were talking about before the show, Jim?
No.
Okay, so you have another Bell & Ross on your
list.
Yes,
I do.
Yes, okay.
I do.
Perfect segue. But but yeah, I just
you know what? I am not a fan of Bell & Ross, but comparing to the Bremont, this would look better. You know,
Yeah.
this would make a bit more sense. I don't know why.
Yeah, I just don't. I don't mind the two. I mean, look at it on wrist. Like
It reminds me of corduroy pants.
Yeah, or maybe
Yes.
the wood paneling that they used to have on cars
Yeah.
or whatever.
Yeah, true.
It's just one of those.
It reminds
things-
me of a Cubidus.
Yeah. This is real gold. This is real gold.
I would
probably.
assume so. I mean, let's see how much. 18 karat rose gold.
Okay.
Oh
How
boy.
much it goes for? Let's see the
12,800.
Oh, you see, this like I said before, this does make sense compared to the Bremont.
So that was on my list.
So what's the Bell and Ross on your list, Jen? And maybe Blake can look it up for us.
Okay. It's the Bell and Ross BR05 Artline Dragon version.
Artline Dragon.
Yeah,
All right,
you're
let's see what we
gonna
got
love
here.
this.
And you know, and if you're staying on Belarus, please check that one that they did that day date with the Tiffany blue. That one I also did like it.
Here we go.
It was so ugly they deleted the product page on their website.
Yeah. So
I
this
love
is
it.
this is the frat bro of Bell and Ross.
I
This
feel
is-
like
This is the tribal tattooed Chad
yeah.
version of
Wow.
Bell and Ross.
You
I-
know what? It's interesting. You call it maybe ugly, but to see it in person, I think it does it turns some people eyes off. You know, I mean, it's an interesting piece actually.
I think, and I think I understand, right? Trying to justify this as a Bell and Ross fan. You know, I know Bell and Ross is so big in Asia. Like they have name cliche, like they have notoriety. People love them. And to me, this is just like a Japanese mafioso type of like,
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
accessory.
You know what? You know what? Could we see a clip of this how it look in real life, because we actually watching.
I pulled this up and it you can't really see what's going on here. It doesn't look very.
Yeah, because it
Very
look
good.
interesting to see this in real life. You know.
Yeah, I would probably appreciate it in real life. You know,
Yeah.
just the engraving or whatever it is that they did. But again, is it a wearable watch?
Right.
You know, I just
no.
nah.
It would be hard to tell the time amongst other things.
Yeah.
Well, look, when you buy this, hey, by the way, you think I can tell the time in my Platona? Fuck no.
I would hope so.
Yeah.
I cannot see shit. No, I'm seriously cannot see nothing. I mean,
That's what Marcelo pays
You know-
somebody
you know
else to
what?
read his watch for. He's
You know
That's
what?
right.
he's
I'm going to
crying his money, and somebody tells him what time it is.
You know what? I'm going to tell you guys the truth. The Platona, the Meteor Dial GMT, and even the Lamont, these watches I always need to carry in my pocket a black light to light up
Oh,
the hands to see the time.
This is Marcelo's next Bell and Ross right here. The all
Yeah.
There you
black.
go. The all black. There you go.
Yep.
This is not on the list, guys. This is not on the list. But just saying.
It should be, but it's not.
This watch, there's a
Look, if this watch have super luminova, so it's okay because I can use my black light.
It does. It does have super luminova.
Monochrome posted a watch today, or was it yesterday? But it would still be on the site by Mito that is in a similar vein to that, but less complex than that Bell and Ross we just saw. So if you can pull that up,
What's it
It's
called?
on Monochrome site. I can
the
look
monochrome
for it.
site, it's a Mito art line.
Oh, it's like all black with like
No. I don't want to ruin the surprise.
Yeah, I'm looking for it. Not seeing it.
It's not the TV watch, is it?
It's the one that has a picture of a movement on the dial.
I got it. I got it.
Okay.
Hang on. Hang
Oh, this one?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that
To me, that sucks.
yeah. It's
Oh,
like
yeah.
wants to be open worked or
Yeah.
you know.
Oh my! Wow.
But you know what's weird is that's actually the back of a movement in the real world. You know, that'd be the case back.
Yeah.
So it's like they want to do something weird here.
Yeah, I don't understand that either.
Yeah.
We had a comment from AB here saying he has mixed feelings on the new Speedmaster release today.
Yeah. This is another one that
I
is
like
not
it.
my favorite.
You know, I kind of like the colors. You know, on the fake plane level there on the left side, or the artificial horizon, I should say. Call it what it is, Robert. I don't know though. We got a mixed feelings on the panel apparently too.
I like it, but I know the reason why I like it is because I know where they took the inspiration from.
Yeah.
Like if you look at some of the older like Mark IIs, like I think the Mark IV, or maybe the Chrono Stopper. I can't think of the.
It's the Jedi is what they took this from. So
they have the
they made a
pictures.
Jedi version of the Speedmaster that was in. I think it was in a Mark II case, possibly.
They put it so a blog to watch actually put the pictures next to
Yeah.
here. I've got it here. I pull it up.
Okay.
Where they actually had the two watches.
Side by side.
Yeah. Wait, maybe not. Who was it? Shit.
Let me see. Let me see if it's in the monochrome article here real quick. Let me scroll down and
It might
see if they've
be.
got both of them. No, it's not in the monochrome article either.
You know, I used to love Omega. I'm sorry to say, but now that they have 70,000 different models of watches, I mean, they kill me over, you know.
I saw a picture of it with the two historical references that they combined.
Mhm.
And yeah, I was just like, oh, okay. Like I understood it, but I just don't remember what they are.
It was an Omega. I think they called it the Flightmaster.
Yeah. So the Flightmaster's one.
Flightmaster.
The Flightmaster is one, and the Jedi is the other one that has
Okay.
these same hands. Yeah.
Yeah, and see how much this is because I can't remember.
It's
Kurt
like
thinks it's like
$9,000.
10K.
Yeah,
it's right.
9,500.
Yeah, it's like
9,500 US. Yeah, that's.
Yeah, so here's the Flightmaster.
Here, let me go back here. All right.
That they took inspiration from.
All right.
And then the other one I think was this one right here. Or wait, sorry, Omega Jedi, is that what you said?
Yeah, the Jedi. Yeah. Because it's got a similar hand. If you see it come around, the end of it is yellow instead of orange, and they call it the Jedi because it kind of looks like Star Wars-esque.
There was one more that it took inspiration.
I think if a Jedi saw that watch, I think they would slash it to bits with their lightsaber. I mean, honestly, I'm with Kurt on this one, and Marcelo. Like, where does it end with Omega? Like seems like every other week they're doing another release.
Yeah.
It seems like it's getting pretty crowded. But I mean, listen, maybe the idea is to just bombard people who go into the boutique with options and hope that someone will like. They'll have something for everyone. They have something for everyone, right? Someone just walks in and is drawn to this piece, and maybe they're a pilot and they like the horizon or whatever we're calling that disaster on the left register.
You see the Seamaster? You see the Seamaster?
No, it's a Speedmaster.
Yeah.
Marcelo's showing his Seamaster right now.
No, my Seamaster.
Where is it? Okay, pull it up.
Somebody kicked him.
No, I messed up. Here we go. There we go.
Yeah. It came out in 2018 with the new Seamasters. It was first time ever one with a gray dial and this blue band. Amazing, one of a kind.
Now
they have now they have 72 different versions of this watch.
Yeah, this is true.
Yeah.
Yep.
You know, I think to me Omega is slowly starting to lose their identity if they haven't already. To me, like I really like. I mean, obviously, you guys know I have multiple vintage Omegas, and they're staples in my collection. And to me, I just can't see past the historical references and formulate why this exists. You know, and Cap's right. Like somebody might walk into the boutique and be like, "Hey, I don't like the Speedmaster. It looks too retro. I don't like the Seamaster. I'm not a diver. I just want a more modern looking chronograph." And you know, they don't have. I mean, you know, you could do the two counters or, you know, the chronoscope or, I mean, you know, what else do they have? You know, I'd say this is one of their more sportier chronographs, more multifunctional sporty chronographs that exist in their collection currently, and that could be the reason why they released it.
You know what is funny? You thought that Omega would learn something about Rolex because that was the idea of the Seamaster, to compete with the Submariner. Well, you want to kill the Sub or the Rolex brand? Make 72 different colors of Submariners. See how it's going to go.
Yeah, I hear you. And thank you for the reminder for folks to upvote. We're about halfway through the show, so we will remind everybody to get those.
Hey, everybody. It's time to upvote. Woo! Look, I can even do it. Watch. There. It was that easy. All I needed to do is to upvote. That's all you need to do. It doesn't even take a wiggle of your finger or even just a wiggle of one of my teeth here to upvote. Just do it.
There you go. Just do it.
I got 4 more if you want to run through them.
Yeah.
All right.
What's next on the...
I'll have to say, going back to that one.
Patrick's going to get mad.
Sorry,
What
Patrick.
is this?
That's the Hamilton Ventura.
Hamilton Dune.
Yeah.
I understand what they're doing here, and it's a novelty, and I get it. But it's just ugly as shit.
Yeah.
Pocket watch time. Patrick has one and loves his though.
Hey,
So,
like I said,
fighting words.
if again, I would never wear it. I'm talking about. That's why we're all up here on the panel, and I'm talking about spending my own money.
It looks nice, but I'm scared to know the price.
I
thought it was around
2,500.
2,500. Okay.
No, sorry, brother. Look, $1,000 on the roof, you know. What
makes me sleep a little better at night is knowing this is a Hamilton, and you'll be able to pick this up for like $500 on Film Shop or something. Then it becomes worth it, right? If you like this, but to me, this looks like a cyberpunk-esque watch. Or
there he is. We do. Patrick was in the house.
To be honest, I like it because I like crazy stuff, and this is fun. But man, not for $2,000. Sorry.
You know what? I kind of like it. Look, to me, this is it's like a conversation piece too on the wrist, because it's got that futuristic style, and I'm a fan of Heuer. Now you have Ottawa, doing homages and flat out copies and ripoffs of Heuer, at much, much lower prices. So, I mean, this seems to be becoming more and more popular with the, kind of futuristic look of these pieces. So for the price, it's not so bad. If this is how much is this?
2,500. Patrick can confirm he got a good discount on it.
Okay. Well, that's good.
Yeah.
Look, $800 is my top offer. Sorry.
All right.
Yeah,
Sorry,
under
Patrick.
1,000. I agree. Under 1,000, it's a good deal.
Yeah.
This is my next one. Grand Seiko, what the fuck are you doing here?
No, that's terrible.
Gem set. Oof.
Holy crap! The cost of this thing must be
crazy. I'm going to show you a crazy Grand Seiko that is in the top of the list of the worst Grand Seikos. I will show you that one.
$300,000. That's what going back to my original statement. Like brands, they just release this shit and they just be like, look, this is us, setting the bar so high that if we sell one of them, it's worth it, right? Or maybe.
Well,
right?
I think so. For me, like this seems like it's more towards the Middle Eastern market. They wear a ton of gem set pieces, especially the ladies. Like they wear this kind of stuff all the time. Like this is their jam. So maybe that's what they were going for with it.
Leave it in the Middle East.
You know
Leave
what?
it in the
This
Middle
is
East.
the one. Let me show you guys. Wait a
The
second.
case of
This
this
is
watch,
nothing. This
the
is
design.
worst.
AP designed the case.
I was gonna say this is a well, no, you're not. You're not serious, are you, Blake?
No, I'm not.
Okay,
I wish I
well,
was.
because it's a
This
concept.
is their worst.
It looks like a concept.
Yeah, and
Not this
and
one.
this
I don't know
watch,
what this one is.
this watch goes for 25K.
Are you
Yeah,
sure? I think it was cheaper than that. I could be wrong.
Oh,
I've seen this watch before in real life, and I don't hate it, but I don't love it.
Is that a stone? What stone is
No,
that?
it's just no, it's not a stone dial. It's just
it's a
little.
special dial. That's
It's
it.
just some little
Special
finishing.
dial.
Okay. Oh yeah.
It's their finishing technique that they use on all their dials, where it looks
Yeah.
like it's kind of like hand painted or something.
So where do they get off charging? How is this watch 25,000? Explain
Oh,
that.
maybe 20,000. Sorry, maybe
I don't
said
think it's
because
that expensive.
No, the ones with
Let's give Marcelo the bad news and pull up Chrono 24 and replace this thing.
the ones
On
with,
eBay.
the ones with more standard dials, because I owned one with a white dial, that exact same model.
So here's another picture, which
was had a list price retail of like 12, and you could get them pre-owned for like 6 or 7.
It's 13.4. I remember. I was like, that sounds a little crazy.
Yeah.
Maybe the price in yen. I don't know. Marcelo.
yeah. In yen was 2.5 million. Yes.
Okay. Yeah, 13.4. Yeah, I just again.
Well, what do you guys think about this one? Right?
I don't love it. I don't hate it. I wouldn't buy it.
I want to pull up. I want to see Pocket's ugly Omega 166.078. Now I'm curious.
That's not an ugly watch. It's a beautiful.
I'm
watch.
sure it's not. I want to see
Okay,
it.
you
That's
see
why I want to
somebody
see it.
wear this. It tell you he paid that much. Could you tell him, wow, great choice?
Yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna piss a lot of people off with these other ones, but
oh great, here we go. All right.
I'm ready for it. Cap, sorry, Cap.
Why are you
So
sorry?
you don't like the denim strap? I agree with you on the denim strap.
I hate this. I just hate this. So I thought
Blue AutoZone.
Yeah,
I hate this too, man. I'm with you.
I thought you were a fan of this.
No, so far so good, Blake. I think we're pretty much aligned.
Okay. Well, sorry for anybody that does love this, but yeah, to me, I just I mean, it's like AutoZone employee Patek. I think Jen had it right.
This might be the worst looking world timer I've ever seen. Actually, I think it is.
John calls comment. I'd rather spend the MSRP of that watch on muting Marcelo than on the Grand Seiko.
Oh my god!
Wow.
That's
nice
harsh.
John. That's funny. All right.
Well, we could jump over this. Sorry.
No, I was going to say, this, AB sort of says it. I don't mind the watch itself. I just don't like the strap. And we say it's a denim strap. It's actually not made out of denim. It's leather made to look like denim, but still, I don't like the strap on this watch. The face is okay. It's not the worst thing in the world. I just don't like the strap.
I'm not a big fan. I'm not a big fan of the colorway, and I think the guilloche or the engraving on the inner dial just makes it even busier.
I think, I mean, I could take the watch head and put it on a nice piece of black calf and get away with it, right? But as is, I just hate it.
Look, I'm going to tell you guys something. If you have multiple world times, you probably can have this one in your collection as it is and just have fun with it.
I throw it on a white strap.
No, Marcelo.
On a white strap.
You don't buy this one. You get one of the nice world timers.
Yeah.
And there's many, many, many to choose from. And every dial and color configuration is better than this one.
Come on, Captain. It's just for the relationship. It's for the credit.
For the you want the relationship. Because so you can get the cubitus. Is that what you're looking for, Marcelo? You don't need that. You go straight to the cubitus. They give you the good stuff.
I know, you flash that Le Mans and they're like, yes, sir. What would you like to look at?
Yeah, would you like a 5712, sir? Can we interest you in a
Actually, you know what? I did pass here into a Patek boutique, and yes, I was wearing the Le Mans.
You would be.
And the guy just didn't even look in my face.
Marcelo walks past the Patek, right? He doesn't go in, and then he walks down the block, and the boutique manager runs out. Marcelo,
Hey,
come back! We have some Nautilus and Aquanaut to show you.
So Drill Phil Bill says I'd rather buy the Karlef Bucherer World Timer, and he said to pull it up, so we did. This watch is okay. I mean, I'm a Bucherer fan. It's all right. I'm not sure about the crowns on each side. I know why it has two crowns, obviously. I don't know about the placement, though, opposite. But yeah, it's a good-looking watch.
What's the price of
I
that?
like.
I will go check. Oh, he says the one in yellow gold. Let me see if I can find the one in yellow gold.
I like this.
Yeah, so this one's 8,400.
That is not crazy. Especially considering you could probably get it for like $4,000.
Mm-hmm.
Probably,
Yeah,
hopefully.
Let's see if we can find the one in gold here.
It's a good looking watch. I like how it looks like it's like a retro printed and it's got like the pie pan style dial.
I think it may be.
There it is.
Retro design from a.
See if we can find a better shot. So this one's 14,900.
Oh yeah,
in the yellow gold.
Right.
Yeah, this is awesome.
So does someone in the chat own this piece?
No, he just said to look it up that he would rather buy. Drill Phil Bill said he would rather buy this than that Patek. I would agree. I would buy this over the Patek too.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, that's a choice. That's the lesser of two evils. I mean, look at this thing. This is a Frankenstein watch. Like not a Frankenstein. I mean, it's got two ears to it. It's got a double. I've never seen that before. Like a double crown. I don't know, man. I don't know what to think of this.
Well, the Patek had a double crown too.
That's
different
true.
places.
Doesn't make it any better.
Some people call that balance, Cap.
Yeah,
I don't know, man. Have you seen how many watches have you seen? This is the only one I've ever seen that have double crowns like this, symmetrical.
Like that, you are correct. I haven't seen one like that either. No.
And there's a reason
about that.
If you cut the watch in half and fold it over, it'll perfectly overlap.
The reason you don't see it is because no one's buying it. That's why you don't see it.
$2 super chat from Drill Phil Bill for your efforts, gents. Thank you, sir. We appreciate it. But I mean, if the choice of the only two watches in the world and I had to buy one, I would buy this one over the Patek. How's that?
I would hope so.
I'm going Patek though, Robert. If we didn't know the brand though, like you'd have to. I gotta take Patek over Carl Bucherer though.
Fair enough.
You're turning your back on Rolex, Cap. You're turning your back on Rolex.
I know. I do hate to say, and I like Carl Bucherer. Shout out to Carl Bucherer. Shout out to Robert Wood. We love Carl Bucherer on the channel.
I know. I should have worn my Bucherer tonight. Damn it.
Hey, how would you feel, Robert? Do you think Rolex? A little off topic. Do you think Rolex would ever co-brand a Carl Bucherer watch, somehow with Rolex on it? Do you think that would ever happen?
No.
Yeah. Okay.
I don't think so. I mean, Rolex is pretty good. You know, ever since they brought Tudor back into the American market and they've really separated themselves. You know, it used to be that Tudor used Rolex cases, Rolex names, the Tudor Submariner, for example, a Tudor Oyster from back in the day. The brands now are completely separated and you don't see that anymore. I think Tudor may be a test bed for what Rolex might do in the future in some cases, but I think that's the only way those brands work together. I think the same would be true with if they bring Bucherer under the umbrella, that they would keep it as a totally separate brand, separate and apart, and not mix in the Rolex name into the Bucherer brand. just like they don't do with Tudor. It's just my opinion.
Yeah, that's you're right.
But yeah. Anyway, so thank you very much, Drillfield Bill, for the suggestion and the comment and the watch. I hadn't looked at this watch either, so I'm glad that you brought it to our attention. I like it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, thank you.
Uh-oh.
How to do it.
Hey,
You know,
I like the Piaget polo. You get out of here with that.
Yeah, we'll buy the vintage one. When it made sense, this is just a cash grab,
I like it with the blue lapis style, though.
It's just a cash grab.
They do have some nice models. I sort of like the Polo Chrono.
I'm just a big Piaget fan.
I am.
I like it. I like it too. I'm gonna go with Jen on this one.
I love Piaget, but this just needs to stay in the 70s.
No,
I don't know.
I think it's good. I like it.
When I first saw this watch, I absolutely hated it. But the more I've looked at it and seen it, and especially seen it, pictures on people's wrist like that one and others, the more I kind of like it too. The more I agree with Jen and Cap.
Well, I like polos, just not that one.
Ah, you like polo shirts?
Well, those too.
It's a small watch. What's it like? What's it, 35 or something?
I think though it. I think though it.
Oh,
it's
a
34.
No, this
it's a 34. It looks like a 38, apparently.
Okay.
Yeah, I was going to say, I think it wears a little bit larger because of the way the whole watch is integrated into the bracelet. It looks bigger than it actually is.
It's larger than 34. I'm telling you.
It says it right here, dude.
No. What it says is that's the first generation. You gotta read.
Okay.
Read
Sorry.
carefully.
Okay. Sorry. 38.
Exactly. You misinformation, man. Not
good. Yeah, I know. I'm known for it. Nobody here listens to me anyway, so it doesn't matter.
Well, I remember when they came out with this, people were saying it's too big. That's why.
Oh,
I have a recollection. They were like, "Oh, it's too big." Blah blah blah. I think it's great, man. It's all gold everything. It's like a champagne dial date.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a miss for me. It's a miss for me. But again, we all have our own opinions here.
And 10 years, you may like it.
And then I saw Jen, you put one in the chat. That one's for us. Okay.
This is a palate cleanser.
Geraldienta.
All
right.
My.
This is yours to talk about, Jen. So.
Okay, so Gerald Genta is rolling over in his grave because somebody is using his name and putting it on this ugly monstrosity of a watch. Apparently it was released this year. The one on the left has like these rounded nubbin things that you'd find like on leather boots. The other one is spiked. That's the punk version of this watch. If you didn't like the other one.
It's not going to match your spiky stilettos?
No.
These watches are into leather.
They're into something.
It's heavy metal watch, man. It's metal.
This is what happens when you do lines off the back of the toilet in the club.
I'm going to wear this to the next Judas Priest show, baby.
I know, right? It fits in perfect with Judas Priest.
So it's I don't know too much about the Gerald Genta brand these days, but it says here it's LVMH owned. So they probably are just like, yeah, let's just fuck all of these watches up and let's have them roll over every day.
Dude, I think until recently, Genta was part of Bulgaria. I don't know whether that's still the case or not.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Here's another one that you guys can pull up. I'm sure you'll love this one as well.
I like this one.
Oh,
sorry,
Blake.
I've seen this watch in real life. This watch is insane.
It is insane. It looks like a jack-o'-lantern.
I can see that with the Constantine Chaikin thing.
It does have kind of a Joker feel, but not as nice.
It is such a beautiful watch in real life. You have no clue. Well,
I
maybe
mean,
you do.
The
but
mechanics are amazing. I'll give you
But,
that. I mean, look
I
at
mean,
that.
just-
That's insane.
I can see past the Constantine, Chaikin here effect. But no, I saw this watch when it was first came out, and yeah, this thing is absolutely insanely beautiful. So
Oh.
yeah.
What's the price on that?
I think it's in the 30s, 40s maybe.
That's looks like it's steel. Is that steel?
I think
white
this
gold?
is white gold. I took a JLC like press release class on this, and I can't even tell you.
Yeah,
Let's
just
see.
make it up. Just pick one.
I mean, it is Blake News, so I can say whatever the fuck I want. Nobody,
Exactly.
That's right.
The world is yours. Hold on, it says it right here. The
It's platinum.
base. Okay.
And I don't even remember the price. So yeah, 40,000. That's totally Blake News right there. So
That's hilarious.
Yeah, that movement is kind of cool looking though down at the bottom.
Oh yeah.
it's probably at least 300,000, 400,000. So it's platinum, and it's just crazy. There's the smile, and there's the Constantine shaking eyes right there.
Yep.
Uh-huh.
Well, Jen, that one will be on your list. It's not on my list.
Here's another one that I've got that I think that we can all agree on.
Let's see what you got here. The color, yes. The watch, nah.
I'm not a fan. I'm not a fan.
Come on, I'm trying to pull it up here, guys.
Pull it up, Blake. Pull it up.
I'm working on it. And I'm
Blake.
backseat driving here.
He's
It's
keeping
like
it
an
to
air
himself.
disaster. Pull up.
There you go.
Mm.
There you go.
I just think, even with so the Omega Regatta timer that came out this year is in the same category.
It's gonna give you a seizure.
With the dual readout,
Stop doing that.
I think. Oh my God!
Seizure warning from
I know, right?
Blake.
Yeah,
Jesus.
like the very large digital readouts that kind of overlap your normal timing, and it's just like, why? I think G-Shock does a really good job of just keeping it in that one corner. And it's not overpowering, but these are it's like having a freaking high school scoreboard on your wrist,
I like the original aerospaces, so yeah, I don't endorse anything Jen's saying here.
Oh, stop.
I'll let you take the fall in the comments, okay? I'll let you take the fall
I
in the
will,
comments.
because it's awful. Hands off the aerospace. Sorry, Drill Phil Bill. It goes in the garbage pile.
We can pull up these stupid ass football watches. Is that appropriate?
Yeah, that's
yeah.
those were released this year.
Yeah, these stupid ass football watches. They're not ugly watches, but I mean, I can't understand why anybody would buy one.
Yeah, I mean, you'd have to be a real huge fan of whatever team to spend that kind of money on your watch. But hey, there's plenty of people out there.
Here you go, Cap.
Nate for $1.99. Christ, this Breitling might have given me COVID.
Cap, if you had to take your pick between the Bills Breitling or the Giants Breitling, which one would you choose?
Well, I saw the Bills. You know, I'm a recovering Jets fan.
I know. That's why I'm asking.
Recovering Jets.
Now I'm a Steelers fan this year. Go Pittsburgh.
For you, yes, go Pittsburgh.
Aaron Rodgers did that whole fiasco was so bad after all these years, decades. I'm finally done with the team. It took.
Here's your
Aaron.
Jets watch.
Welcome to the dark side, Cap. Welcome to the dark side.
I'm finally getting done with the Giants.
I'm done.
for crying out loud.
That one's not bad with the green. I bet you these are free now. Any
They're free.
is
Yeah.
giving this away.
They hand them out in the parking lot during tailgates.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
With
No,
tickets,
no,
use it
I
as a
mean,
football.
Yeah, no. If you buy a seat, then the first
You get a watch.
1,000
yeah.
people get
Yeah.
one for free.
This isn't bad, actually.
There's a green Aaron Rodgers edition Zenith
Oh, yeah.
on the EWC website for like 6 months now, and
Oh
they
my
keep
God.
lowering the price, and
No,
it's still there.
They better keep lowering it.
Yeah.
When it gets to free, they might be able to give it away.
I did go to a party when they released these, like a Breitling party, and I saw the Miami Dolphins one. There's a bunch of them in the boutiques here. I just can't find the Miami Dolphins one on their website.
Okay.
But it's like this, like Miami blue. I mean, it's the Dolphins colorway. It actually looks pretty good.
Hey, if Tom Brady had one of these and sold it at auction, it would go for $25,000 or more.
I know, right?
Yeah.
His AP Royal Oak hammered for 600, which I think was a disappointment. It was
There you
Oh,
go.
the custom
That's-
one?
That's what they're
Yeah.
calling the Zenith Aaron Rodgers, the discount double check. There you go.
But by the
Basil's
way,
got it.
just a little update on the auction. The Black Bay 58 that he had with TB12, it was
Okay.
100, I think limited to 100 or 125 friends and family Hodinky pieces,
Okay.
Yeah.
hammered at 36,000.
Oh my
Jeez.
God.
I think with buyer's premium. Yeah, that was
That's
high.
nuts.
nuts.
How much
nuts.
did his one of one AP go for? Do you know, Cap?
Yeah, I just said 600,000.
600,000. Okay.
Yep.
Sorry.
Talking about that, I know in Japan somebody that actually bought the white ceramic version of this watch.
The white
I hold-
ceramic.
Yeah, all Zenith, all ceramic with the tourbillon.
Oh, the white ceramic with the tourbillon. Okay.
The
Yeah.
Defy?
Um,
That's a Defy. White ceramic tourbillon. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's a Defy.
Defy.
Defeat. Oh, people were talking
Defeat.
about this one too.
yeah. So what you guys think about that one? I think he paid like 20K or something for that.
This one, this one's not a tourbillon.
Oh, I forgot about that watch that just came out last week.
The jungle.
That thing is
This
ugly
one?
too.
This one.
Yeah, it's not a tourbillon, but yeah, I
That
get
thing
what,
fell out of the ugly tree and hit every branch on the way down.
I don't mind this one.
Yeah,
this
this
one's
one's
cool.
okay.
Yeah,
Yeah, this one's
sorry,
fine.
maybe didn't have a tourbillon. Yeah, sorry, but
Th-
this
th-
one, yeah.
this is the one that people are hating on. To me, yeah,
No, that's not good.
not my favorite.
Yeah.
For those of us who remember the Terry Nataf era at Zenith, we have a much higher tolerance for watches like the Extreme Jungle.
Oh, my
A lot of people were
God.
hating on this one too, which I actually like.
That is pretty nice. I like it.
Yeah, this one got some hate when it came out this year,
Mhm.
Watches and Wonders, and I was a fan.
Can we pull up the Omega Seamaster Regatta?
Oh yeah, that's an ugly piece of shit too.
I think we can all agree on that one.
Yep.
It's with the theme.
Yeah, there we go.
Jen, you know how difficult it is to get everyone to agree to anything.
I
on these
know.
channels.
So-
don't
I
know if
will
you
bring us
can
all
call-
together under
I don't
one
know.
banner.
You were right on the
So-
last couple.
Yeah, this is the ugly one. Sorry.
Yeah.
Let's
Yeah,
just
I
say
agree. You're right.
let's just say somebody came up to you and said, if you were to wear one watch for the rest of your life, the Seamaster Regatta, or never have another watch, which would you do?
I would
How
go
much you
Paris.
pay?
I
How
would go
much you
pay?
Paris for the
How
rest
much
of
you
my
pay
life.
me? How
Yeah,
much you pay me?
It'd be my fast
yeah.
o'clock every day.
You have to
Sounds
wear.
like we could get together and sing Kumbaya.
Yeah.
You know what? This question you should ask basically a sponsor. If you want somebody to sponsor this watch, and you tell them, listen, how much you willing to get paid to wear this watch for, let's say, 5 years contract. You know, Only this
5 years is too long, dude. I would need at least $1 million a year.
Yeah.
And I would need a guaranteed spot for a Le Mans at the end.
Well, and the funny thing
Both versions.
They made this regatta timer, and then they made the actual regatta timer that they normally make with the Seamaster, because they knew this was so ugly that nobody was going to buy it. So then they made the other one that has the little America's Cup, second hand, and it looks normal. It's a nice Seamaster. It doesn't have the digital readout and all that. It just why?
This one's the only one that's worthy enough to be called a Seamaster instrument.
Yeah.
Well, they're catering to their sailing aficionados. The sailing they have something for everybody.
It was I forgot the name. Austin Daniels actually had that watch that looked very similar to this, ugly as fuck.
Yeah.
Someone comes to the boutique and tells the sales associate, right? What are you interested in, sir? Like, what do you do? What are your hobbies? And they say, well, I'm interested in sailing. And they said, oh, are you really? You sail. Like, that's kind of your hobby. Right this way. And they show them those sales watches, the sailing watches. And boom.
Oh, God.
Big commission for that salesperson.
Yeah.
Double commission on that.
Oh, totally.
30%
commission.
But we're not the target audience unless we sail.
That's like baby poop brown. That's awful.
I don't
Mars
know
timer.
if this one came out. I think this one came out last year or maybe the year before.
Yeah. Something like that.
Yeah. I think it's been a couple of years.
But this is one of the contenders here. If it were this year.
Look, I have a suggestion for these guys in Switzerland. When you guys actually taking drugs, leave the windows open. Because.
Oh my!
This looks like something that my friend who is a painter, he likes to paint with thinner and stuff with the windows closed while he smokes. And I'm just waiting for him to light himself on fire. This looks like something
fantastic.
Is he smoking CRACK? I don't want to get
I know. And he's live streaming, and I'm like, dude, I do not want to watch you burn to death on a live stream. Please stop.
It's like those people who stream themselves just eating mass amounts of food.
Yeah.
I think it's called mukbang.
Yeah, mukbangs.
Yeah. Well, I'm going to bring up one since I know that Nate is in here. I'm going to bring up one that Nate is going to choke me for bringing up probably. But that's one of mine. This is the Cartier Santos. It's a beautiful red dial. It's a great looking watch. It runs backwards. I don't get it.
Yeah, I hate that.
Why?
Like the watch, hate the design.
Yeah. I just don't understand.
That would just throw my entire cerebral cortex off.
Hey, as I said before, leave the windows open, please.
There you go.
I think Gambino has this. I think he unboxed this one night, if I remember right.
I don't know. I don't think. Did you have the reverse, Nate? I don't remember that. I think you did have probably every one at one point, but I don't think you had this one.
This is the Infinity Gauntlet's final boss right here.
Oh,
listen, the first time you're 6 hours late.
He doesn't have it.
Oh, he said boldly no.
Yeah, that's boldly. That's the word he used right there. Thank you. I'm glad that you agree with me. I didn't want to offend you, but I just don't understand this watch. I don't.
It's like the Frank Mueller Crazy 8.
Yeah.
You mean the crazy hours?
Crazy hours, right?
Okay, I was like, Crazy 8. Is that another new piece of shit that I don't know about?
No, that was Crazy Hours.
Yeah, Crazy Hours. Yeah.
Yeah. The only thing that's cool about Crazy Hours is when it gets to the top of the hour and the minute hand goes crazy. Literally.
The hour hand.
Or the hour hand, rather goes crazy, just going all over the dial looking for the next number. But,
it just jumps once. Yeah.
It jumps. Yeah. But yeah, I just didn't understand the whole concept behind this watch. I don't get it. I love the red dial though.
Yes.
That red dial is sexy as hell, but the concept is dumb.
I I'm speaking of Cartier. They also released the Cartier Santos Dual Time, which I do not like. I mean, it's a little bit more appropriate. Oh, Jen's got a Richard Mille. She's putting it in the chat. Yeah, I don't like that watch at all. Oh, I've seen this one, Jen. I've seen this one in real life. It's a big piece of shit too.
Yeah, let me see. Oh, you want to share it? I
got it. I got it.
Okay, yeah, bring it up. I don't have your screen up.
Yeah, I'm working on it.
No, okay.
There it is. Yeah, I've seen this one. This is I think it's like 1.3 million or something.
Probably something ridiculous like that.
Yeah, I went into the Richard Mille boutique just for fun. And I was like, hey, do you guys have any watches? And of course they're like, yeah, we do. We got this one. And this is the watch they pulled out.
Windows. I told you guys, Windows.
Well, they literally like locked the doors and put like a Uzi to my head. You know? And then I did put it on my wrist and took a picture.
In Richard Mille, you will enjoy our friendly, welcoming atmosphere.
Oh, yeah. Right. Uzi to the head and all.
Yeah. You're not leaving until you take your picture in this watch.
Yeah.
You actually think you spent over $1 million for a watch. You definitely want to wear it with a suit. How exactly you wear a suit?
Yeah.
Yeah.
This watch is the suit, Marcelo. It is the suit. There's a bunch of other ugly Richard Milles.
Forget about wearing this under the cuff. I mean, this doesn't even go under the suit.
Yeah. Well, in case that one doesn't go under your suit, you've always got this one, Marcelo.
And that would definitely go under the suit.
You know what is hilarious about that watch is they got so pride of saying that we did the thinnest watch in the world. Of course, after that, Bulgari did the thinner. But the thing is that the watch there is tiny. You know, in the Bulgari, they have a thinnest watch that you can say, okay, the hands, everything. Here, the hands is the size of a tourbillon. I mean, where is the thinnest watch here?
Yeah, this one's ugly. The RM80. I mean, again, these are not watch releases from this year, of course, but since we're in the collection of ugly,
I have never lusted after a Richard Mille. Even if I could afford one, I can't see. Nothing rings my chimes.
It's a great company to be a designer. You know, you sit in the table, you have all these drugs. You have all these drugs in the table. There is no windows in the place. You smoke whatever you want, and then you dry. You're starting to make a design of whatever pump in your head, and this would come out. You know.
This is a watch that I actually like.
John Malkovich. Wow.
Yeah.
This is a watch that I think is sick.
Good on him.
$5 super chat from Tariq. Tuesday night, gang. Great discussion by an even greater panel. Thank you, sir. You need to come back on one of these days. We miss you.
Yeah, we miss you, man.
Come on back.
By the way, what do you guys think about the last Nadal one? Probably the last Nadal ever.
I mean, I like the shape of the last Nadal. Like, I like that black color. I like the thinner to know that they do with that. I mean, obviously, I'll never be able to afford that watch. It's like $2.3 million or something like that.
It's better than it's better than the tennis net that they put in the previous one.
Yeah.
I just want to be a Richard Mille ambassador, so that way I can get the shit for free.
You can just flex. Yeah.
Start taking tennis lessons, Blake.
And then what I'll do is when I get to the end of my prime, I'll just auction them off. You know.
By the way, I think they're going to continue the Nadal line. You don't think they will?
I wouldn't be surprised.
Why not? They do it with Michael Jordan still has Jordan Nikes. and
No,
he's long retired.
What happened with Philippe Massa? They continued that model, or they discontinued already? This can give you.
I don't know.
Or,
I don't know all the
or
variations of
bullet.
Richard
You
Mille.
remember they had the bullet one also.
It's such a unique world, Richard Mille. To me, they all look the same. I know that there's all these different models, RM, 11, 35, 13. People know them cold. All the different references, the Nadal, the baby Nadal.
Look, I give you an
Bubba
example
Watson.
about Nadal. Everybody remember Bullet, the Jamaican runner, right? They
Yeah.
did,
Oh yeah. Usain
so
Bolt. Yeah.
They did the 2 free versions of that watch,
Right.
and then no more, right? Because it doesn't run no more.
Usually the way that Richard Mille does is they have like a complication, which will be a reference number, right? So it'll be like in this case, like the 6702 or the 6501, which is a split-second chronograph, and then they'll have like the McLaren variation or the Bubba Watson variation or whatever, where they essentially just do their own little colorways or their own case materials or some shit, and it does get confusing. It is kind of like dyslexic.
Yeah.
So basically, you say they continue the number without mentioning the name no more.
Yeah, I mean they so Nadal, looking at it right now, Nadal has
the RM 27 and RM 35. Yeah,
he has a 35, right? And then he has 2705, and then I mean they just could do another 2705 that is not Nadal branded.
Well, I think he's going to be around tennis because it looks like John McEnroe is kind of stepping back from stuff because I mean he's not young anymore. He just can't travel and do stuff like he did. So I think he might take over some of the announcing stuff. He'll be around tennis forever. I think he's going to be, like you said, kind of like the Jordan of tennis. They'll keep him on. He's been on contract with them for like 10 or 11 years. So he's not going to go anywhere anytime soon.
He's going to be there. Federer definitely going to be there. McEnroe is going to be there even in his graveyard. I mean, this guy they stuck there forever. You're going to see the grave playing tennis. I mean,
well, Nadal has his tennis school, right? But if you also look at Roger Federer, who hasn't played tennis in 10 years, and he's still a Rolex ambassador. 12 years, who knows?
Wow, what are you talking
probably
about?
Like 5. Probably
just
he retired. Yeah, like 5. What is it? 2? Yeah, 3 or 4 years.
Really?
Yeah, only 2 years
you
ago.
just pull that one out of your ass, Blake. 10 years ago.
I don't know. He seems like he's just withered
it does
away.
Seem like he's been out of the game for a while.
Yeah,
I agree with that. You're not wrong.
I'm not a huge tennis guy, right? And this
is that's fine.
Blake news here. So
I think Nadal officially. Did he officially? And I think he officially announced his retirement.
Yeah, he did.
Very recently. So
just a few weeks ago.
Mm-hmm. That's sad.
So here is one for all of us to consider. When this came out at Watches and Wonders, everybody seemed to hate it. What do you guys think of the massive all gold Rolex Deep Sea?
This is the perfect deep sea because when you go deep dive, you never come back.
If you're sinking and it weighs you down to the sea floor, and then you take it off and then you float back up. It's a safety device.
This is America going back to the gold standard right here.
No, this replaces the weight that you need to go diving.
Drug cartel watch.
Yeah.
And no, if that happens, you lose it at the bottom of the ocean. You just do another James Cameron exhibition, and he retrieves it.
Yeah,
that's all. But I don't hate this watch. I can't hate this watch.
But you know what? Thinking about gold, and we always proudly like to say that gold never rusts. Well, here we go. I mean, a diving watch that never rusts in a salty water. Stay there forever, never come back.
Ocean Gate.
I wonder what the gold weight, as far as price is worth.
With 320 grams.
We calculated this before, like when it was released.
Yeah.
Okay.
It was like me, JJ, and Ollie that stayed up for Watches and Wonders and streamed the releases in real time, and I calculated it was something crazy.
No,
Yeah.
I got it from Rolex, 325 grams. Yeah.
Of just gold, or you're talking about that's the entire watch weight?
No, the entire watch.
Yeah, but if you look at the movement in the base plate is probably 70 grams, 60 grams, maybe.
Could
So-
be, yeah. And it
So
doesn't have
you're talking at least 200 grams, if not more, of just gold.
Yes,
see.
yes.
So 200 grams of gold is $17,162.
Not correctly, because this is the price of 99.9% gold, and this is 18% gold. That is estimated about only 75% pure gold.
Okay, so if it's 18 karat gold, it's 12,000. If it's
Yeah.
14, it's 9,989. Yep.
Still
So-
that's quite a bit though.
Yeah.
and that's
It's
that's
heavy as
again,
all get out.
yeah.
Honestly, if they had done this watch in a sub case, I would think it was great. It's just too big. And I'm not talking about too big millimeter or crosswise. That's okay for me. I've got a big wrist,
Yeah.
but it's too thick.
It's funny you say that. If you go to Paul for about 2 years ago in his own videos, he said when it was always the release of the Rolex, he always said, I wish Rolex released this year a solid gold deep sea. If they do that, I'm going to buy it. Here we go.
Who said that?
Yep. There it is right there.
Is it just me, or do I want to see? Am I the only one that wants to see an all gold 41 millimeter date just? Because it exists in the ladies sizes, like the 33 and I think down,
Yeah.
but doesn't exist in a 36 or a 41.
You know what?
Really?
I actually have a interesting question, because we all actually wishing for years, actually already decades, for a wide dial, the Explorer one. Okay, and if Rolex going to do something that Rolex did with the Pepsi back in 2014, release a white gold, or maybe even a platinum Explorer one. Would you guys would like it, or what do you guys think about that?
No, the only reason I say no is because the two-tone didn't sell very well,
Right.
because of the price. And so I think if you look at that, I don't see how an all gold would sell any better than the two-tone did.
What about an all gold Explorer 1? No,
I thought that's what we were talking about.
Wait a minute. No,
I
he
know,
meant
I know.
Explorer
Well,
2.
no.
I think he meant Explorer 2.
No.
An
yeah,
all gold
1.
Explorer 2. All gold Explorer 1, same reason the two-tone didn't sell.
Yeah, I know. I'm just.
Wait,
just
wasn't
making jokes
Marcelo
here.
asking about it? All
He was
right.
asking about a white dial Explorer 1.
Okay, so a white dial Explorer will be, it'll sell because it's the white dial.
Yeah.
I think there's enough of a demand. And if the two-tone was just odd because it's two-tone. Now, they didn't do an all gold, yellow gold Explorer. It was only two-tone,
Right.
Yeah.
right?
No, but
Yeah,
in
I
this
was
case,
joking.
a fuck you piece. A fuck
A
you
white,
piece
a
purpose.
white
gold.
dial Explorer will sell. It will
Do a
What about
white
a
dial
very-
with
it will
white
sell very
gold.
well.
Yeah,
Yeah.
white gold.
Yeah, do a
Still
white
keeps
gold
its
Explorer.
stealth. Because
about-
most people can't tell the difference between steel and white gold.
Yeah.
What if they did an all ever rose gold Explorer? All ever rose gold Oyster Perpetual with the celebration dial.
No.
Look, you guys just need to look into history. I mean, everybody was demanding for a Pepsi ceramic steel, GMT, and they released it back in 2014 in solid white gold. Everybody got pissed, but it looked identical to a steel Pepsi, right? You guys remember that? So
Yeah.
Rolex can can do sometimes this kind of FU just for the moment, without, it's like, this what you guys wanted, here we go. Sorry, by the way, this is white gold.
Well, they did that with the Le Mans. I mean, they did that with the Celebration. They did that with a stupid puzzle day date. I mean, they do some weird shit like that.
Let me ask you this. What do you think about the Celebration dial Oyster Perpetual? Because they have come down quite a bit in price.
I would buy one at retail just because I know it would be hopefully a future collector's piece. But I would never wear it, probably.
Nate, these ideas are all worst watches of 2025 nominees and would give me COVID and cancer.
That's what we're talking about here, Nate. That's the topic of the video.
Plus, we're trying to start thinking like the Swiss watch designers.
Yeah,
that's right.
We can be as bad as they are.
Exactly.
You know what, though? Addis brings up a good point. I think he's right. An all ever rose Celebration dial would sell through the roof. I think he's right.
I think any Celebration will.
Dial. Yeah.
And I will take my nominee for Best Watch of the Year award right now.
Okay, so do you prefer the Celebration dial OP or when they came out with just the Robin's Egg Blue dial? I.e. Tiffany dial OP without the bubbles.
Oh.
You had the choice. Which way do you go?
You mean to wear or to?
No, just wear, buy. Which one would you want?
At retail?
Yeah, let's say at retail.
I'd probably go for the Tiffany blue.
The Tiffany, yeah. The bubbles is just we are thinking of an investment piece maybe because the watch is ugly as fuck.
Yeah.
I had one in hand. It wasn't as bad as I thought. I thought it was like it's very unique.
I kind of out of the bright color dials for the date just, or I guess this was an OP. I like the yellow one.
Yeah,
I like the yellow OP actually.
I like the coral one, which I discontinued. The coral one was pretty cool.
Nice one. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, gang, I'm gonna take my leave.
Mitch, thank you so much for being here. We're not going to be here very much longer either, but we thank you for being here, man, tonight. Have a good time.
All right, until next time.
See you, buddy.
Have a good
so
one.
long.
All right.
Have a good one, man. Bye-bye.
See you later, man.
All right.
On the Tiffany.
Of course. Gambino's owned both of those, and he said both of them were great.
There we go.
Yeah. I really like that yellow dial. I thought that was really pretty when it came out.
For how much critiques we have on Rolex, Omega is over the top. I'm sorry. Omega really.
No, I mean we criticized a lot more Omegas tonight than we did Rolexes. So
because they did a good job doing a bad job.
And I'm an unabashed Omega fanboy, but the ones that we showed tonight are not good. Which is, I mean, that's also what you get when you have as big a catalog as they have. They have some great watches, but then they have some not so great watches. And Rolex just doesn't have the kind of expansive catalog Omega has. So Rolex has fewer chances to screw up.
Imagine this in all Everrose right here, like this dial, this everything, Everrose case, Everrose entirely Everrose bracelet would be perfect.
With the silver dial or
whatever they call it.
Yeah.
Whatever this dial is, it's like a silvery pinkish whatever.
Yeah. Huh.
Be awesome.
They don't want to do it though. They don't want to bastardize the date.
Yeah.
They've already bastardized the date with a puzzle.
Wow, that may be true, but they don't want to double bastardize it.
They don't care at this point, man. They
Maybe
do not.
you could be right because they like gold. They want to
They-
move everybody up into gold. They want us to all buy the gold.
Yeah.
But the gold, a lot of the gold pieces sell for under retail right now.
Yeah.
Not that one, not the ombre. That's a beautiful one.
Yeah, this is insane.
Yeah.
The blue
and
ombre.
the blue ombre is really
Oh.
stealthy.
My
And-
dial,
and-
my dials have been messing up, so I don't know why it's like this because of my window size.
Okay.
And also, let me remind you guys something regarding for the Rolex fans that think that having a gold Rolex just make you more special because it's a gold piece. Actually, your gold Rolex is the cheaper gold watch you can find in the market. Actually, comparing to other
Marcelo,
brands.
if you had to pick between your Smurf and your Meteorite Pepsi, which one do you like better? Which one would you recommend that someone get if they were looking at both of those?
Right now, all the way through Meteorite Dial Pepsi because the price is pretty low, and is a we all know that stone pieces, stone dials in Rolex doesn't even matter. Even in our OP, day jazz, day date, stone dials are very collectible. They become in the long run they become good value for money. You will get your money back, and especially a meteorite dial that actually that meteorite stone come from Arabia in Africa, and it became a national treasure. It become completely discontinued. Only what they have is what they have. Just make it even more rare and more valuable. So I would, definitely go all the way through to that piece.
Yeah, I mean they don't have much more of that meteorite pieces. I mean I think they're done, right? I mean they're not doing the meteorite stuff really anymore. I think the new meteorite on the new GMT or newer GMT is a different meteorite if I'm not mistaken, right?
I am not sure.
No,
I
think it's still the Gibeon meteor, the Gibeon meteorite.
Yeah.
That's the meteorite that they still have some unknown amount of supply of, and nobody knows. It's like the recipe to Coca-Cola. Nobody really knows how much they have, but I have heard that it's limited. So who knows? But thank you, Marcelo. That was a good answer. Now, how about this one? Would you have a maybe you do, a Meteorite Pepsi and a regular Pepsi on the steel?
No, unfortunately, I don't have a steel Pepsi.
Do you think you could have but you feel you could have both in the collection? They serve different purposes. They're different watches.
Well, if I have more extra money to do that, yeah, sure. But you know what? I would actually think different. I would actually, if I have already, because the Meteorite Pepsi is pretty much the same watch shape of the steel one, and the later ones since the Serochrome GMTs came out. I would wait, and this actually was my disappointment because this year was the year of the GMT. They were supposed to do what they did last year with the Daytona, change completely the dial, the shape of the shape of the case of the watch, and introduce a completely new GMT lineup. Unfortunately, they didn't do that. I have no idea why, but they didn't do it. So, but I do believe that this will come. Maybe, I don't know, maybe 10 years from now, maybe less, but this, I would want a new GMT Pepsi in steel with a new case that will come out.
And $2 from Kurt. The meteorite came from Marcelo's home planet.
Yeah, I feel very home when I wear it.
We're going to wrap it up tonight. We want to thank everybody for being here. Jen, thank you again. Blake, thank you. Mr. Cap, thank you. We want to thank Mitch as well. And Marcelo made it through an entire show.
Yes.
What do you think of that,
Yes.
folks? Yeah.
It's a small disappointment. Nobody paid $10. Fuck.
That's right.
I know.
That's right. Everybody was.
See, we're
cheap
talking
tonight,
about
so you
pooling
got to
money
go.
together, but it never came through.
Well, we want to thank everybody for being here on a Tuesday night, and we will take you out with our man, Mr. GMT.
Can't beat my meat. Awesome homemade Greek style food. Come and get it. Our awesome gyros. Come and get it. Our big breakfast. Come and get it. Our Wednesday special charcoal pork shifty and souvlaki. Come and get it. Our Thursday special cabbage roll day. Come and get it. And our biggest seller, souvlaki. Tuesday, Friday. Come and get it. And don't forget, in 2024, come and get it and you won't regret it.